Welcome to this Medical Appraisal Skills video workshop. This is one of a series of short films intended to explore some of the challenges presented by medical appraisal conversations, and to encourage you to consider helpful behaviours, strategies and mindsets for these important meetings. The purpose of this scene is to explore how appraisers can work with doctors who are approaching retirement. We find our doctors a few minutes into the appraisal.
Assuming that I am revalidated this year, this will be the last time because I will have retired by the next one.
Oh, I see. So you're thinking about retirement?
Well, I'm thinking about it as something in the future, yeah, but I can't bother thinking about it in any serious way until then.
This is a bit awkward. I should probably push him here, but it feels uncomfortable and I don't know how to do it. Well, that might be something you might like to cover in your appraisal in a couple of years' time.
Yes, absolutely. Good idea. Yes, I'll be ready to do that then, yes.
What do you think about this? You might consider the appraiser has ducked the issue. Discuss the appraiser's options here. Perhaps you talked about asking an open question.
So, how are you currently thinking about retirement?
Well, you see, I don't think we should come back and meddle. Once one has retired, I think we should get out of the way and let the young people come in with their energy and new ideas. Nobody wants me sitting in a corner pontificating.
I have a feeling he may have more to say. I'm going to stay quiet.
Having said that, despite the irritations of management, I still really enjoy most parts of my job. I mean, not the long evening meetings, the long hours, the long procedures. I mean, that isn't sustainable, but most of the rest of it I still enjoy. Mm-hmm. My wife has actually retired now, so very recently, and she wants us to travel. So.
And how about grandchildren?
Well, not at the moment, but I suspect that's not far in the future.
So there are parts of the job that you do enjoy, and there are some pressures and incentives for you to start planning retirement.
Indeed, yes.
It sounds like you might be seeing this as an either-or situation. Mm-hmm. What other ways might there be?
I don't know really, but do you mean something like sort of half and half, or sort of partial retirement?
Possibly, yeah. Are there bits of your job that you could do on a part-time basis, perhaps?
Oh, I don't know. I never really thought about that. There may be.
Well, you might like to think about it and think about what retired colleagues have done in the past. And so what are your interests? If you think about retirement, what might be your interests?
Well, quite recently, I helped with an investigation into a neighbouring trust, for a neighbouring trust, and it sounds terrible saying this, but I actually really enjoyed it. Obviously, there were lots of terrible things happened as well, but yeah. So yes, that was that. I did think that was good. Yeah. Okay.
So might that be an option?
Yes, it might be. I've also been involved with a charity, and they might well welcome more input from me. I could be an advocate for them in local or national health systems. Of course, I wouldn't get paid for that.
Okay, so how much thought have you given to the financial side of things?
Well, I have an NHS pension, if that's what you mean.
Great. You might also want to consider retirement seminars.
Oh, sorry, can I get that down?
Yeah.
Okay, retirement seminars.
Yeah. The BMA. Your trust may run some pre-retirement workshops as well, so worth getting in touch with them.
Okay, fine, that's good.
So if we start to consider your PDP and
Yes.
make your potential retirement an item within it, what's of interest to you?
Well, I think I would quite like to get some formal training as an investigator.
Right.
And I will certainly go and talk to some of my retired ex-colleagues. This is very good. This is very helpful, by the way. However, I do feel I'm slightly rushing into it and alarmed about that.
Of course. Well, how about we don't set a specific retirement date? and we
Right.
don't give you that pressure. But
Okay.
perhaps we can be clear about the actions within the PTP item that
Yes.
then we can
Okay,
discuss.
that sounds good. Yes,
Yeah?
sounds sensible.
Okay, so
yeah.
we can get ourselves ready.
Yes, indeed. Good.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to think about it for a while, but then we've got it all in
Absolutely.
place when you do.
Absolutely.
But that gives me something to think about. Thank you. That's been
Yeah.
very useful, very helpful. Thank you.
Okay.
Someone retiring at 60 can expect, on average, to live for well over 20 years, perhaps around half as long as they've been a consultant or GP. Many busy professionals underestimate the benefits they get from work. Money, a structure for their time, a sense of purpose, relationships with other people, well-being, both physical health and emotional well-being. All these need to be maintained in retirement. Here's a model for thinking about this. Finally, based on your discussions with your colleagues and what you've learned through watching this film, what are some helpful ground rules or tips for these conversations?